went looking for some code written by David Parnas. It was published by Association for Computer Machinery, I think, in the early 1970s. I had read it on the net a few years ago. I can't find it now. You've got to pay money now to buy these papers, and it's far too expensive for me to think of paying a few dollars just to read a technical article. I'm not going to do it. Obviously, I would do it if I was focused in what I was doing. I had to read a certain number of papers in order to write a thesis or something. Well, I wouldn't mind paying money. But as it is, I'll leave the Parnas paper aside. Maybe I'll find it one day I won't. I may even have it somewhere in my collection of notes behind me. It's quite possible that I might have printed that paper out. I wanted to get a look at it because it was written in Fortran. I thought it might have a lot of very interesting things to say. In fact, it was quite strange reading commentary on his paper last night, which I think was written many years after his paper was written. There's a commentary on it more or less saying that his ideas seemed different from other people at the time, but now you can see a lot of connections between what he was saying and a lot of ideas that have come up either then or more recently. I suppose it's worth my while to go through my shelves and to do a little bit of trimming down. And the possibility, of course, is running out of time and not having time to do anything with the material that remains. But maybe there's no way around that. Maybe that a lot of waiting is required. One thing I'm interested in is photogrammetry. The exercise of photogrammetry is something, for example, that humans do. Humans have got two eyes. They make assumptions. Kurzweil thought that a computer would be able to do the work of the human eyes by the year 2043. I think he estimated around 1990. So this gives us something to look forward to, you might say. If you can wait another 25 years, you're going to have this interesting technology. One thing that interests me about it is that it is an opportunity to redo absolutely everything that we've been told. For example, about primary school and how things are learnt. For example, there's someone with a very senior position was writing the paper last week saying that you can't learn maths by, no one learns maths just by immersion. These aren't the words he used, but he was saying that you need to go through a long period of learning, and just questioning all that, because I doubt if it's true. I think I completely think it's untrue what's being said, and I think that people do learn. That's how people learn anything, is by immersion. By reading books, for example, is a process of immersion. Talking to people is immersion. It's probably only immersion if you're using your brain optimally. Because you're reading some strange book on mathematics doesn't give you any proof that you're reading it effectively. Put it this way, if you're spending an hour reading each page, that may or may not be an effective way of reading the book. It may be an effective way within some kind of exam system to get good results, or it may not.